What's up, comic book fans? Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And as usual, guys, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer. Guys, today we're going to be talking about the Superior Spider-Man issue number 17. That's right, guys, where Spider-Man 2099 makes his appearance back in the Marvel Universe. I think a lot of people are excited for this issue and for Miguel O'Hara to make his return here. How he makes his return, it's kind of answered in this actual issue. What does he have to do in this current world of Marvel? Well, it's explained in here as well. Artwork in this particular book is done by Ryan Stegman, who did the cover and the art in this particular issue. Obviously, our book is written by Dan Slott. And the artwork here is really nice. He draws Spidey 2099 really well. Really liked seeing the book visually. He always draws excellent artwork, especially when it comes to Spider-Man. We got some busy art here. You even get to see a little bit of, Doc Ock not as superior for once. You kind of get almost a little bit of a remembrance of Peter in this particular issue because he's playing softball and he's kind of like, oh, my girlfriend's watching me in the stands, and he hits this ball out of the park, and he's just kind of like a jackass, and he's just like, oh yeah, it's like it almost reminded me just a little bit of that Peter Parker humor. But again, going back to the artwork, it's done really well. You got a good looking Green Goblin here. And it's just drawn well. You don't see too many panels of actual Superior Spider-Man, but again, he does them really well in this particular issue. And here's what we get at the end. Now, what did I think of the story, on the other hand? I thought the story, for me, was average. I didn't think it was that great of a story. I understand exactly how Spidey 2099 gets to this world. But I thought the book was average. And let me explain to you some of the stories so we get to that conclusion. Here we go into New York of 2099. And you get to see Spidey from that time, doing battle, doing his thing. We find out that there's a obvious time problem going on. And we find out that his father, by the name of Tyler Stone, is being erased from time. And it's Spidey 2099's job to go back in time to the year 2013 to stop this from happening, because that's his dad. And if he gets erased, then you know what happens. Spidey 29 gets erased. But while you're reading the actual book, you gotta like the dialogue in here, because again, it's kind of that Peter Parker personality where he sits there and he changes outfits all the time and he donates them to people, and he goes, well, by the end of the week I'm going to be naked, and you're like, oh, dude, that's pretty funny. And then he sits there and he kind of goes back and sits there and looks at the time continuum, and he goes, the heroic age. He's like, oh, he's like, what have they done now? He's like, look at all those incursions into the fabric of space and time. What would they do? He goes, why would they do that? He goes, they're totally insane. He goes, they broke all of time. So, of course, Marvel of that time has broke the time continuum. Everything is messed up. You see Kane, you see Hulk, and you see the new X-Men in there. But now it's his job to go back into the year 2013 and stop from whatever's happening is happening. In the issue, again, you get to see Doc Ock as Peter Parker as usual, be a wise ass and things like that. But you get a lot of dialogue here that's going on in this particular issue, like lots of dialogue. And you get to see Max Modell, who's actually getting arrested for all the stuff that he's done, for all of these creations and ideas and all this nonsense, and lizard and spider experiments, you name it, he's arrested for it. And the person that's behind this all is Tiberius Stone. So you got Tyler Stone and Tiberius Stone. And Tiberius Stone is the son of Tyler Stone, which is the grandfather of Spider-Man 2099. So that is the grandfather of Spider-Man 2099. So you get a little bit of a thing again with the Goblin Underground between the new Phil Ulrich Goblin and the new Green Goblin. You get a little alteration between them. He gets a lot of like lawyer, uh, stock market stuff, lots of dialogue that I almost felt that was like almost not necessary for the issue, all to come to an end where you see Spidey 2099 finally make the time jump into the year 2013, and you see the Superior Spider-Man actually going to stop Tiberius Stone, and you see him come face to face with Normie Osborn, and you see a battle's about to erupt, and Spidey 2099 pulls back his hand, and he's like, "You can't," he's like, "Who's," Spidey Superior is like, "Who's stopping me?" And Superior Jesus, man, Spider-Man 2099 is like, "Well, that'd be me. I'm the Spider-Man of tomorrow, and I'm here to save the day." And as fate would have it, my own shocking grandfather. So that's what he's saying in his thought bubbles. But uh, again, it was too dialogue heavy. It was just too much like logistics going on, too much of the Max Modell thing going on, too much lawyer stuff, too much dialogue to explain really really easy plot. Max Modell is basically going to go to jail. His lawyers are coming to try to bail him out, and Timber Stone is behind it, and Spidey 2099 is basically there to stop from his grandfather getting hurt. So, and the company being taken over or whatnot. So, whatever the case may be, I didn't like the issue. I didn't think it was that great. It was good to see Spidey 2099. It was good to see the artwork. That was about it. So, I'm going to give this book a 3 out of 5, and I hope that the future of this story arc is a lot better. I was expecting more from this, but again, it's just the first appearance of him in this Marvel universe, so we'll see. It's just a disappointment in a great week of comics. I thought this would be a lot better, and I just give it an average grade, so 3 out of 5 from me. So guys, until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and bring back freaking Peter Parker already. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.